Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and in this video I will create an expert advisor based on an RSI indicator on multiple time frames. So this concept is very popular in trading, I would say. Basically, the concept is that you combine multiple time frames in order to analyze the markets and then open positions. And that's what I will do today, just on RSI. So let's firstly dive into this concept. So it's pretty simple. Here you can see 3 charts. Each of them is for USD/yen, but they differ in the time frame. So this is for 5-minute time frame, this is for 50-minute time frame, and this is for 1-hour time frame. We can say that the price is basically the same. It's just represented on different time frames, but it's the same. And we can say the same thing for the RSI indicator. It basically shows you the same price, but it shows you in a different way. And we can use this in order to make better entries. So what I will do is that I will, as I said before, create an expert advisor, which firstly analyzes the RSI on higher time frames, and then it executes the positions on the lower time frame. So it's a new concept. I think you haven't seen anything like this on my channel so far, so it will be interesting and hopefully a fun video. Also, before we start, I would like to encourage you to check out my website, which is in the description of this video, because I give you there a lot of free trading softwares, basically. So go check it out and see for yourself if there's anything that might be helpful to you. And now let's start with the coding part. So I will switch to my IDE, which is right here. And since this is going to be an experts advisor, I will open my experts folder. I will scroll down here to the YouTube folder, and let's create a new file called multiple time frame RSI EA. And the parameters, there will be 5 parameters, but I will add all of them in the actual code. So let's click on next, and now we don't need any of these functions, so let's click on next, and we don't need these functions as well. So let's click on finish, and we can start with the coding part. So let's firstly delete all of these comments here because I don't need them. So just 1 second, please. So the unit. Okay, so this looks much nicer. So let's create the input variables first. So because this EA will be based on RSI on multiple time frames, we need to know which time frames are we going to use. So let's create input enum time frames and first time frame, or lowest. Okay, let's call it first time frame, and let's set this to period 5 minutes, probably. This might be okay. Then let's create this second time frame, which will be 50 minutes, and then let's create the last parameter for the time frames, which will be called third time frame. And let's set it to 1 hour. And then of course we need take profit and stop loss. So input double take profit points. Let's set this to 100 as usual, and input double stop loss points. Let's set this to 500 as usual. Now I think that you know what the next step will be. When we are working with expert advisors, we need to import the library which allows us to open buy and sell positions. So let's include that. So include trade.mqh, and now let's create an instance of that library. So ctrade, and let's call it trade. So Perfect. And also we need to create two variables, ask and bid variables, which will be used in order to store the ask and bid price, which we will use later on when opening buy and sell positions. So yeah, and there's one thing that I forgot about, and that is the RSI period, of course. Okay, so let's set that to 14. Now on the init function, we need to assign each of those RSI indicators to the handle. And we haven't created the handles, so let's do that. So first handle, second handle, and third handle. And now we can assign the indicators to those handles. So first handle is equal to RSI for current symbol and for first time frame. Okay. Now RSI period and price close. And now I will copy this here and here. So second handle and third handle. So second time frame and third time frame. Okay, so we are good to continue. So now we have to move the on tick function, where I will create 3 arrays. So first array, which will be used for the first RSI, then second array, which will be used for the second RSI, and then the third array, which will be used for the third RSI. And now let's call the copy buffer function. So indicator handle is first handle, buffer number is 0, starting position is 0, and count will be for the lowest time frame, because the lowest time frame will be used for generating buy and sell positions. So if we go back here, what I will look for on the lowest time frame is for the crossover. So once the RSI goes from being below level of 30 and to being above level of 30, then I want to open buy or sell position, yeah, on the lowest time frame. So for the lowest time frame, I will need 2 values. And also I will, okay, 2 values. And I will store this into first array. So let's copy the copy buffer line here. Let's paste it down 2 more times, and let's change a few things here. And for the second RSI and the third RSI, we only need 1 value. So let's do it like this. And yeah, it will be pretty simple. So the first thing that we want to do is that we want to create a Boolean variable. So Boolean, and let's call it open buy, which will check the crossover on the lowest time frame. So it will be first array 0 is lower than 30 and first array 1 is higher than 30. Okay, so that's for the open buy Boolean variable. Now let's create open sell, and it does exactly the same thing, but we just change the signs and the values, so like this. And then we just need to create an integer variable called second RSI trend. Okay, and let's say that the second, if the second RSI is below 30, then, or above 70, then we are in an uptrend. So we will assign this variable value of 1. And if this is not the case, then we will check whether the second array at position 0 is below 30. And if this is the case, then we are in downtrend, so I will assign it value of 2. And if this is not the case as well, then we will assign it value of 0, which means that there's no trend at all. And we will do the same thing for the third RSI trend. So just let's change the arrays here, and we should be good to go. sorry. So before we check all of the conditions and open buy and sell positions, let's assign a value to the ask and bid, ask variables, ask variable and bid variable. So we want to get the latest ask and bid prices for those, or we want to store ask and bid price into the ask and bid variable. So symbol info double symbol ask, and now bid is equal to symbol info double symbol and symbol bid. So it's simple. And now we can check those conditions and open buy and sell positions. So if open buy and second RSI trend is equal to and third RSI trend is equal to 2, so second RSI is below 30 and third RSI, so the RSI on the highest time frame is below 30, and there's an open buy, yeah, condition, then we will open buy position. Let's copy this here, paste it here, and let's just change it for open sell. So I'll just change it like this. And also I will just check if positions total is equal to 0, so I don't want to have more than one position open at any given time. So let's do this. So trade by 0.01 symbol, price is ask price, stop loss is ask minus stop loss points times point. Sorry. Take profit is ask plus take profit points times point, and this will be commented as buy. Now let's just take this, paste it here, and let's change this to sell, and the price will be bid price, bid plus, and bid minus, and sell right here. And I think that this is all that we need to do. So let's go to the MT5 and let's test it. So we have to go to the here to the input, to the exports, YouTube, and this is called, how was it called? Okay, let's do multiple. Okay, so this would make sense. So multiple time frame RSI EA. So let's enable the visual mode and let's see what will happen. So yeah, so here you can see that on 50-minute time frame this is our RSI. Then the EA also opened a new chart on 5-minute time frame, because this was the second, or this was the lowest RSI or the lowest time frame. And then also we have 1 hour chart, which is for the highest time frame. Yeah, and we have already opened the first position. So let's check it if this is correct. So I will zoom in here and let's check the position. So on 50-minute time frame, the RSI was above the level of 70. So 15-minute time frame is okay. Then 1 hour time frame, it was above 70. It's not that clear, but you can see the gap between the line and the RSI. And then okay, so where, yeah, it was right here, and then there probably was a crossover at this candlestick, but then the price continued to rise up, and therefore we didn't close below the line, but there was a crossover. So this works as it should be working, basically. So let's see what will happen on the next positions right here. So yeah, so let's, for example, I don't know, let's check this buy position right here. So there's a crossover. Okay, there would be crossover here, but this is also below the level of 30, so 50-minute time frame is okay. Then on 5-minute, I think it was this one, yeah, it was right here, we have a crossover at this point, so the 5-minute time frame is okay as well. And then on 1-hour time frame, we are below 30 as well. It's not that visible here, but we are below level of 30. So yeah, I think this works as we designed it to. So let's just wait for a few more positions here, and let's see what will happen. Yeah, so this is okay. Now let's, and this is not that bad. Let's try to change this to 20. Okay, it doesn't seem that profitable, but the idea works. The EA works as we design it to work. So now let's try to optimize it. So there will be an issue with optimizing the time frames, yeah, because we have a lot of time frames and we don't want to. Let's start by optimizing only the take profit and stop loss and RSI period, and let's stick to these time frames. Yeah. So RSI period 5, step of 2, and we can go to like 50. Take profit points 100, increase by 50, and stop at 1000, and stop loss 150 and 2000. Sorry, yeah, like this. So let's see what will happen, and we are back optimizing it on the last 4 years. Okay, so these are the okay, and we can see that with a little optimization, this is our first like nice result. So for example, in this case, take profit, stop loss, RSI period. Okay, so let's wait for the optimization to finish. Okay, it's done. So let's check these results. So this is probably the first optimization result that I like, because it has decent number of positions. So let's test this out. And yeah, so we are we have a higher stop loss than take profit, so but why not? We are just testing the concept basically. This is something that I like. So a high number of positions, take profit, stop loss is almost the same, so this is almost 1-to-1 risk reward, and this is something that I like. As you can see, this is not that profitable, obviously, because we can see it clearly here, but why not? Like, we are testing concepts. Okay, so yeah, now let's try what will happen if we select 1 minute, 5 minutes, and 50 minutes, because now I think that we will open a lot more positions. So let's optimize this, and let's see what will happen. Yeah, so we have high number of positions here, 300. Okay, so let's see. Just keep in mind that like this EA is not designed to work on a live account or something like this. This is just like testing of concepts, let's say, because that's something that like is a part of automated trading, testing out different concepts and trying to figure out what can work, what can not work. And obviously this was a not good idea to change the time frame, because yeah, the results are not that great. So let's do the opposite thing, and let's change this to 15 minutes, 1 hour, and 4 hours, just to see what will happen. Yeah. So to get to my initial thought, this is just to show you like what is possible, what does work, what doesn't work. And yeah, this is not meant to run on your live account. Of course, if you like, for example, this concept of multiple time frame, how do you call it? Multiple time frame analysis, then yeah, for sure you can test it out more in depth, and then incorporate it into your own EA. So that's just that. So yeah, this doesn't work as well. So I think the best fit was 5 minutes, 15 minutes and 1 hour. So I will revert it back to those settings, and I will test this out also on different symbol. So let's Euro USD and let's see what will happen. Yeah, so while we are optimizing, I would also like to say that I am currently working on an MQL5 masterclass, let's say, where I put all of my knowledge of automated trading. So yeah, just keep in mind that in like a month or so there will be basically coding course in which I will show you all of the things that you need to know about automated trading. Okay, so on Euro USD it doesn't perform well, obviously. So let's try this on GBP USD, and after this optimization I think we can assess the idea. Okay, this seems to work pretty well, so this might be interesting. Okay, so yeah, so this looks quite nice, to be honest. So let's, for example, test out this these settings right here. Yeah, why not? So let's talk about this concept in general. So I would say that I like this type of concept. I have used this concept in some of my EAs. So basically I perform my analysis on a higher time frame, and then I look for entries on a lower time frame. It obviously doesn't work that well with RSIs, or it doesn't work well when we only use RSIs. So something that I would change is that, for example, I would use an RSI on a higher time frame, and then on lower time frame I would use different indicators. So for example, like something like MACD or moving averages or envelopes or something like this, because obviously when only using RSIs it doesn't perform that well. Anyway, I hope that it was interesting to explore this concept more in depth, because without MQL5 you are not able to test this out. So yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think about this. Anyway, thank you very much for your attention, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.